to our dear students and soon-to-be colleagues in 4 years, family, faculty, alumni, honored guests. On behalf of the faculty, Sackler Faculty of Medicine, it is my sincere honor to officially welcome you to the study of the most noble of all professions. As you embark on this journey into the field of medicine, each day for the rest of your life will potentially be filled with new challenges, many very satisfying experiences, along with a rewarding future in arguably the world's finest vocation. As you enter the study of this great profession, remember that it will offer you unlimited vistas in numerous exciting fields. Keep all options open, as you will be confronted with many opportunities in areas of social, academic, and occupational endeavor that you may not necessarily be considering today. Many of you may be entering medical school with some idea of what subspecialized field of medicine you one day want to practice. I urge you, however, to keep an open mind. Don't foreclose. Experience it all. Allow yourself to develop and move with the process. You may surprise yourselves how different things may look down along the line. The education you're about to receive at Sackler is up with the very best, especially with the innovative changes we are continuing to introduce this year, placing our curriculum at the very cutting edge of medical education. However, although quality educational faculty is critical to your education, the ultimate success or failure of your medical studies and career depends on you. Like all things in life, what you will achieve will be directly proportional to the effort you invest. You can all take the phenomenal education that you're about to receive and amble along the road to mediocrity, and you may even be good students. But without true effort and investment in the wide range of education opportunities you're about to experience, you will never become great. I urge you, however, to put in that little extra effort and use the opportunity wisely. Hegel, the great German poet and dramatist, famously quipped that nothing great in the world has ever been accomplished without passion. I urge you to reject mediocrity. While seldom overt at the time, down the line you will appreciate it. It is more than worth it. This white coat ceremony is actually very, very important in the ritual of becoming. Even if the white coat will mean different things to each of you. We as physicians have such a wonderful opportunity to touch the lives of people around us. Few other professions allow such. Each time we interact and communicate with a patient and his or her family, we should try never to forget the great honor and at the same time the great responsibility of being allowed into the lives, into these people's lives in such a personal manner. The white coat allows us a privilege, and we should never abuse this power and patient trust. At all times, remember this responsibility to the discipline of medicine. A true medical student and doctor is committed as much to professionalism as to the academic, technical aspects of patient care, and even studies as early as your first year. About this you will learn much more. We will train you in this, including opening your hearts and minds at times when unexpected. However, we need your commitment. Too often students downplay the importance of this aspect in training. Knowing which chemotherapeutic agent to treat a leukemia is as important as how to communicate to a patient's family that their loved one is dying, and as important as it is to arrive on time for a patient's appointment, dressed appropriately. Learning about the fascinating pathophysiology of illness is as important as appropriate verbal and non-verbal communication and ethical practice. It means learning to be passionate and compassionate and even supportive at all times in order to facilitate healing. Yes, you can be trained in this area as well. It has often been said that going through medical school is like trying to drink water from a fire hydrant. Half of what you learn during this time will not be all that relevant by the time you've ended your studies. The only problem is you don't know which have. However, it is a discipline of learning and growing in the field that is as important as didactic information. Clinical judgment and the bigger picture cannot be learned in books, both scientific aspects and the human perspective. Come to lectures and discussions. You will not regret it. Your responsibility to the profession should be matched during your training by your responsibility to yourselves. and your colleagues, fellow students, pace yourselves. Despite the phenomenal load of academia to which you're about to be exposed, there is life during medical school, and this only contributes to what lies after it. I implore you to enjoy the process and not just keep sight on that goal of that blessed piece of paper at the end of these 4 years. You're truly blessed to study in Israel. I really believe it. Here you will find warmth in places and situations that will amaze you. The Israelis are not called prickly pears, subways, for nothing. Rough outside, sometimes very rough, but the sweetest underneath. Exploit your surroundings. This is a dynamic, full of life and energy place. Never a dull moment. People are real, down to earth, and very sincere, for the good and sometimes for the bad. Don't ignore your health, your families, and your friends. A healthy, well-placed hobby or voluntary community activity only adds to your all-roundedness as a professional and contributes to your character development as a physician. Never ignore your colleagues. During some of the trying times that all of you may experience over the grueling next 4 years, fellow students are often the best support and investment upon which you may come to rely. Competition has its place, however, within the context of healthy growth. As is always encouraged at such white coat ceremonies, take a moment to look around at those sitting next to you. For the next 4 years, they will become your family, and many will become your lifelong friends, even spouses. You will experience a great deal together, challenging and frustrating times of hard work, social upheavals, and even family loss, in some cases, God forbid. However, from experience, being in a different country only adds to the feeling of togetherness and group cohesion. I can personally vouch for that myself, from my own experience as a South African at Einstein and Harvard, as a foreign medical student. Sackler students thrive on each other. It is part of the uniqueness and specialness of this exhilarating experience away from home. At all times, know that we in the administration and the office are here for you. I hereby commit myself and all the staff to doing the very utmost that we can for you over the next 4 years. We pledge to impart to you tools for lifelong education, but you alone will embrace and fulfill the promise of this profession and all that your studies will provide you. I trust, therefore, that you also make a commitment to strive to do and be the very best medical students that you can. In this way, you will bring pride to the program and above all to yourselves, with all the self-respect that goes with it. I hope that this commitment will be mutual and that today we can contract with each other in this assurance. I sincerely believe that your time at Sackler Medical School, together with all that goes with it, social, Israel, studies, maturing into excellent physicians, etc., can be the very best days of your life. Looking back on my medical student days, they were that for me. You're about to begin a path of entry into an illustrious profession with generations of doctors that have come before you. The future of our profession, however, depends on you as students. Nurture both your minds and your heart to your fullest potential. No one can do that for you other than yourselves. With the declaration that you're about to take, you are, however, committing yourselves to something much larger than yourselves, to something very, very serious, as we discussed earlier on this week, but something so wonderfully worthwhile and oh so special. As you don that enduring symbol of the white coat tonight and all the honor and responsibility that it reflects, you embark on a voyage that will be exciting, frustrating, but will be the most fascinating and fantastic journey you'll ever take. I, speaking for all the Sackler faculty, welcome you on this privileged journey. I wish you all the best. We in the office and the faculty will be with you all along the way. Thank you.